What's happening, everybody? It's me, Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays, and this is Total Chaos NBA edition. We're going over 5 games that are happening this Friday night. They're going to let me know if it goes over or under the total. Today, we've got two expert handicappers, Nick Parsons from the Insiders Room. How's it going, friend?
It's going fantastic. Yeah, the tournaments are here. The playoffs are just around the corner, and baseball's just around the corner. So yeah, doing great.
I can't stop smiling since we got baseball back. Dre Richardson, how are you feeling today, friend?
Not bad. North Carolina won, so that's a really good thing. I'm really happy about that. Keeping our unbeaten record in the first round, unlike Duke, you know. But
We don't actually need him to do this show, Nick. We could write down his picks. I'm kidding with you, Dre. It's a friendly, unfriendly rivalry we've got going here, which is just
mhm.
fine. So before we're going, I want to remind everybody about the official sponsor to Picks and Parlays. It's Caesars Sportsbook, and they've got a great deal for all new accounts. Sign up with Caesars, and they're going to give you first bet insurance up to $1,100. All right. You can check out the description of this video, and that'll bring you to the link, or just download the Caesars Sportsbook mobile app and use this promo code MORNINGCZR. That gets you your $1,100, up to $1,100 in first bet insurance. Don't forget, like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. And here we go. Dre Richardson, you're the champ. In March, you were 5-3, 5-3 for the year. You are 20-10-2. So you're going to start us off with the Pacers at the Rockets. It's 239. Hit me with your best shot.
I like both these teams on the offensive end of the floor. The Pacers and Rockets both have nothing to play for, really, so they're just trying to see what they have on the roster, trying to really feel out if they have to draft a certain position in the draft, or trade for someone next year to give them a better shot. So I think they're going to be a little bit of a high octane game in this one. The total's pretty high, but normally these two teams have trended that way in the last few games. So I'm going to go with the over on this one.
All right, over we go. Nick Parsons, agree or disagree right out of the gate?
We're disagreeing on this one. I mean, scoring is definitely up. These totals are up around the NBA across the board for sure right now. The Pacers, they've seen the total go over in two straight, same as the Rockets. Neither plays much defense, as Dre pointed out, but neither actually scores a lot. Indiana averages 110.5, Houston averages 108.9. I think this is going to be a lower scoring battle between these cellar dwellers, so I'm going under.
The cellar dwellers. Keep us rolling with the Pelicans at the Spurs. It's 237. Nick, over or under?
I think that this total is a little bit too high as well. New Orleans played to 3 straight overs. San Antonio's played to 2 straight overs. These are two teams. Where does the motivation come for these teams now down the stretch? And that's the same for these two. These two have been playing hard, and now they've sort of slipped again and started to lose. I think this total is a little bit too high now. I'm going under in this one.
Okay, Dre, what say thee?
Both these teams are good defensively and have been playing better defensively. However, without Brendan Ingram, I do not like the Pelicans defense. I tried to attack the under last time I was on Total Chaos against the Hornets, and it did not go very well for me. So this Pelicans team is going to try to score, and the Spurs have not stopped other teams from scoring at all. They've been letting teams score 130 quite often. So I think that this is going to be a very competitive game between two teams who are trying to make the play in, and I'm going over.
Over we go. All right, next game on the slate, we've got the Clippers at the Jazz. It's 220. Dre, 220 and a half. Dre, it's back to you.
These two teams I really like on the defensive end of the floor. This total is pretty low. I'm going under on this one. The Clippers, their offense is ranked bottom 25 for me, and their defense is top 10 for me. I like that a lot in these two teams, and I think this is going to be a playoff atmosphere for two teams who are pretty high seeded. So give me the under.
Nick Parsons, what are you thinking about this one?
Yeah, we're agreeing on this one. The Clippers have been losing. They've also been trending to the under of late. They're off back-to-back losses. The last one was a 103-100 loss to Toronto. I sort of see this one ending up sort of similar to that. The Clippers, they only average 106.9 points per game. So the Jazz, they don't even need to run up the score on this one to control this game. So I'm going under again in this one.
All right, we agree. I'm liking it. Up next, we've got the Celtics at the Kings. It's 225. Nick Parsons from the Insiders Room. Over or under?
Yeah. Boston, I mean, it's arguably one of the hottest teams in the league right now over the last month. It's been sharper defensively of late. Most recently, it beat Golden State by a score of 110 to 88. It's seen the total go under in 2 straight. Now, Sacramento, kind of the opposite. It hasn't been playing that great. It's been playing to some higher scoring games. But off of a 135 to 126 loss to Milwaukee, I think that we'll finally see a slower pace here against this Celtics team. So I think this one is a little bit too high. And once again, I'm going under.
You're the Undertaker, Nick. I know that was your nickname in college. Hey,
that's right.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Dre, are you in on this one or going the other direction?
Yeah, I'm going to agree with him on this one. Boston's very defensive team. We're top 3 right now, currently defensively.
Oh, it's a we thing? Are you dressing out and going out on the court?
I'm definitely all Boston. Boston all day. Luckily, this is only about totals, or I would just tell you to pick them to win. But yes, definitely going under in this one. The Kings have underrated defense as well, and I think their size matches up pretty well with Boston in the paint. So I feel this could be a slow-paced, drawn-out, use the bigs, plenty of fouls, missed threes. So yeah, I'm gonna go under.
And you like a -9? I saw it moved up from 8.5 to a 9, so it's moving the Celtics' way.
I'm hoping that it lowers actually before I take it.
That's fair. It's kind of a lot of points to be laying.
Yeah.
Fair. Just had to ask, But people at home, keep that in mind. Okay. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Bulls are at the Suns. We've got a 2:30 on this one. Dre, finish her off. Last game of the round.
Bulls, man, they're going on a tear right now. Offensively, they're a pretty good offense. Their defense has not been very well. The Suns have had good defense in the past overall this year. However, without Chris Paul, their defense has been very short, and they're not as tenacious and hounding. So I'm going to go with the over in this game because the Bulls, they're going to make the Suns play at a faster pace. And the Suns are going to need to prove that they can score and put up points without their best point guard.
All right. Good angle there. Nick, what do you think about it?
It's interesting. Chicago has a really poor record against sort of the elite teams in the league. That's in both conferences. It's gotten off to a slow start here to its road trip. It's lost both of its games there. So, yeah, it's not going to be lacking for motivation here. When these two teams played in Chicago, it was a 127-124 win for Phoenix. And so, yeah, I think Chicago, it plays with revenge here. It's off the 2 straight losses. It's got to take it to the Suns here for sure. As Dre pointed out, without Paul in the lineup, this is going to be sort of a more wide open game. I'm going over as well.
All right. We agree. I love it when we agree. Can't we all just get along? I feel like we can, even though it's total chaos. Doesn't mean we can't agree sometimes, right? Remember, people at home, when they agree, those tend to be the money makers on the show. We're going to do a little recap for you, but first, let me introduce you to our 2 handicappers. We've got Dre Richardson. You can find him over at B Kaepernick. He's been crushing it on Twitter. Find his free soccer picks. Dre, tell the people at home, what can they find when they find you?
You said it all in a nutshell. I'm doing very well in soccer. Like last night I was 3-0. Today I was 2-0. We got our college basketball picks doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty well for myself in the pick category right now.
Beautiful. Find him at B, the letter B, Kaepernick. I'm doing this like I'm in your spot right now. This right here. Find him at B Kaepernick for all of your soccer needs. For college basketball, NBA, NHL, Nick Parsons and the Insiders Room, and baseball soon to come. You guys have been crushing it as well. Tell the people at home what they can expect to find when they click on the Insiders Room over at picksandparlays.net.
Well, you mentioned how excited you are about baseball, and really we are too. Definitely, we finished 33 games over the 500 mark last year, and so we're anticipating another really huge season that's just around the corner. So yeah, if you guys like playing lots of baseball, then come check out the Insiders Room over at picksandparlays.net.
And when you're over there, use the promo code MAX. MAX is going to save you 20% off all of the Insiders Room's best bets. So lots of value there. And again, lots of value when you sign up with Caesar Sportsbook. Up to $1,100 in first bet insurance is no joke. You guys want to get a handle on that. All right, it's time for the recap. Do me a solid, like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, hit that little thumbs up for me. Do me a solid, friends. That way I keep all this free content coming to you. We're talking Pacers at the Rockets. It's a 239. Dre's going over. Nick takes it under. Pelicans at the Spurs, the 237. Nick's going over or under. Dre is going over. Clippers at the Jazz is a 220.5. We finally agree it's going under the total. Celtics at the Kings, 225. Another winner under the 225, and Bulls at the Suns. They both say it's going over 230. That is how we're playing this round of Total Chaos. Don't forget, follow Picks and Parlays on TikTok and subscribe to the Max Wagers Network. I'm Allie Burns. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And like I always say, may the best capper win.